Before the collapse of the government, there was job market was good. There was demand for developers and designers. There were still some big projects going on. Right now, there are actually a lot of, ups and downs, especially for designers and for developers, because they're not in high demand now, and they're now looking to get jobs outside of the country through freelance platforms, and that's not also easy because, as I say, there's lack of online systems, and they sometimes do it through one of their relatives who lives abroad, and they create an account for them, and they didn't work and solve that. Sometimes they do it through other crypto, then obviously do it the same way through a relative or a friend that they know and have access and make it withdraw the money that they have. But I would say it's tough. It's very tough. My name is Sami. I was born and raised in north of Afghanistan, in Mazar Sharif. I studied computer science and specifically got my expertise in software engineering at the beginning. I started as an intern software engineer, developer, and slowly moved to become a software engineer, and then moved to the capital, to Kabul. After a few months and getting my first job in Kabul, I changed my career and become a digital marketing specialist, and did many projects, including some projects for a US-based consulting firm. And I was involved also in technical audit of some of the projects for the US Embassy. Then I moved towards more of graphics and branding, and slowly I've become more of a branding and creative side guy. And then after all these changes in Afghanistan, change of government stuff, we moved to Canada. Specifically, I chose Toronto because of the market and the development that is in the Toronto. When I first came here, first of all, it was just a culture shock for us because there were a lot of changes just at once. I had to actually level up my skills. I had to go higher and achieve more in order to get a job in Toronto. After a few months and working with a few clients here in Toronto, I had an idea back from home to somehow connect actually this fast market of Toronto with the skills and the developers and designers that are in Kabul. And I thought, okay, how come there's not a solution for this already? Because when I was in Afghanistan, one big problem was that there was no online payment system. There is still no online payment system in Afghanistan, and that's due to the different factors. So I thought, what if we do this in kind of two different ways, have a connection between them, a company that can be a bridge between the market of Toronto or even US and the Afghanistan talent. And I thought, okay, what if not only just a company, but a complete solution should be provided for this. I thought about the company, and we came up with the name Inspirand, which was a mix of inspire and brand, or inspiring brands. There are three things about Inspirand that makes it very unique and comparing to other platforms. One is that Fiverr does not provide any support or any specific direct account. You can't actually create an account from Afghanistan in Fiverr. You have to have a payment system, in place. You have to either use PayPal or something else, which is not available in Afghanistan. With Inspirand, they don't have to do that. Inspirand itself will actually handle the payments and everything. It will be done through the Hawala systems. It will be done through other meaningful mediums that we know can be done. And also, number two is that the way that we operate, we do not actually operate as a freelancing platform. At the beginning, it was the idea to actually be a company where we see the opportunities in market of Toronto or the US and get the projects and outsource it to Afghanistan. But now we're actually changing the model to be more of a subscription-based system. So a subscription-based company. So people can subscribe in here to Inspirand services. Currently, we provide web development and branding as two services, and also digital experience. And once people actually apply to it and subscribe to the services, whatever job they put on the platform will be actually showed into the talent people in Afghanistan. They can take the job, do it, and get their commission out of it. The third thing about Inspirand is how we actually pay and how we actually deliver commission to the developers or designers. Unlike other platforms or the companies who are actually getting a percentage and stuff, we want to actually assign each developer and designer to a specific client when they subscribe, so that every time the client pays, a big portion of that will actually go to the designer and to the developer who are actually doing the job. And Inspirand will just serve as a bridge between them. Unlike other platforms who are actually taking care of everything and giving the commission to the designer or the developer who's doing the job. There are two designers in Kabul and two developers. Both of them are working actively with Inspirand. Obviously, they're paid based on the subscriptions of clients and how many work is involved with them. And also, there are two other designers that are one based in Pakistan. They just moved to Pakistan, and one other from Ireland. Both of them are actually Afghans. Actually, they just immigrated to these countries, and we're working with them too. This is actually providing them financial support as well as career development as well. And also there are one developer that are working with us in terms of digital marketing. He's doing our digital marketing stuff. He's based on Iran.
اسمم مصطفى عمر است، یک گرافیک دیزاینر با بیش از 6 سال تجربه کاری. بعد از آفرین اینسپایرند زندگی ما به کلی تغییر کرد و مثل یک چراغ در زندگی ما آمد و روشنایی شد. ضمن نزدیک در قسمت مالی امر ما کمک کرده، همچنان در کریر ما کمک کرده، یعنی بر من یک فرصت را باز کرده که با کلاینت های کانادایی کار بکنم، چون که سطحش بیشتر پروفشنال است و این خیلی کمک میکنه در قسمت زیک نتورک مرا بهتر بسازم، همچنان و هر روز یک چیز جدید یاد بگیرم. فامیل ما در قسمت کار کردن ما با اینسپایرند خیلی خوشحال هستند و بعد از اینکه با اینسپایرند کار کردم و همچنان خیلی ذهنشون آرامتر شده و همچنان بعد از اینکه ما جاب سکیوریتی ما به دست آوردم با کار کردن با اینسپایرند، اونا همچنان منتال راحت تر شدن و مرا در یک جای خوب میبینن و افتخار میکنن که مثلا پسرشون با یک کمپانی که خارج از افغانستان است کار میکنه.
Till now we have done more than 8 projects. These are small and big projects. It includes branding, it includes web development, and there was one mobile development project as well. There was an app that we developed for a client which was working with the UN. We also have 3 internal projects. We're working on some of the projects that we can actually are contributing to the economy of Afghanistan and also the people of Afghanistan. There are different projects that we're currently working on. 3 of them are actually in development, currently in progress, and soon will be delivered and announced through the Inspirand. Currently, we're only targeting startups and SMEs in Toronto specifically, but slowly, it's in our actually goals for the future to actually make it bigger and also reach the Vancouver or other parts of Canada and as well as US, because I'm currently in talk with some of the friends and network that I have in US, some of the Afghans that they actually can do this for there. It will be in terms of like partnership, also it can be something that will be done through Inspirand, but the main thing and the main operation will be done by Inspirand to connect these markets.
برندایی که مثل اینسپایرند تأسیس میشن بالای جوانایی که در افغانستان در قسمت تکنولوژی در عرصه تکنولوژی کار میکنن بسیار یک امپکت خوب داشته، چون که در افغانستان بعد از اینکه بعض تغییرات سیاسی آمد، جوانایی که در عرصه تکنولوژی بودن بیشتر وظیفه خود از دست دادن و در قسمت کریر خود بیشتر نومیدی برشان دست داد. به دلیل از اینکه در افغانستان فعلا سطح تکنولوژی خیلی پایین است و برای فرصت که قبلا داشتن و ازشان گرفته شد و کمپانی مثل اینسپایرند خیلی کمکشان کرده که بتونن که خارج از کشور یک جای ریموتلی کار بکنن که هم در قسمت زندگیشان و هم در قسمت کریرشان پیشرفت داشته باشن.
Actually, there were some people that actually wanted to fund Inspirand. They wanted to support Inspirand. They wanted to invest in it. But the big issue with them was that they had a plan in place, and they were not that much in alignment with what we had, like what I had for Inspirand in mind. My goals for Inspirand is something else, and their plan was something else. And their investments was having this condition to actually follow their goals to reach to that goals as well, which was not in many parts actually was not in alignment with Inspirand's goals. So they were not a good fit for me. I didn't like to actually do the double side thing and go both ways. I want a fund so that I can only work on Inspirand schools. Because I still have a lot of dreams for Inspirand. And I heard, as I said, from a client, and when I went to the forum, it was like I put the proposal, I wrote everything. There was some obviously technical stuff going on. They were very flexible in terms of accepting proposals, but in terms of evaluating the proposals and selecting, there was some email and communication there that we had to actually prove that this Inspirand is something that will work and is something that is a unique idea and will actually contribute back to the community of Afghanistan. It wasn't easy, I would say. The first part, probably applying, was easy, but going through the evaluation and making sure that Inspirand is unique and different than others was a bit tough. But fortunately, we got selected, and they were actually the idea was unique enough, and they liked it. And then the good thing about Ideas Beyond Border was that they were not actually pushing us to reach a specific type of goal that they would select for us, or they would put for us, or a specific type of milestone that we have to achieve. If they recognize our idea that okay, this is a good idea and unique, they funded us to achieve that specific goal that we had in mind, not to push us to achieve what they want, which was what I loved about Ideas Beyond Border. And there was no actually specific nothing provided by their side to make it a requirement to how you spend the budget and stuff. I provided the budget myself. Everything was clear there. There was budget for marketing, for how the company will be launched, how how much budget is going in which side of the company, which was nice and got accepted. And we went through that way, and we applied the way that we want to, not that they required us to do something specific on their side. The idea is not only just to have one company doing this or Inspirand doing this. The idea is to actually build different solutions for this through many ways, and make sure that talented people back in Afghanistan have access to the market in Toronto. And Inspirand is just the beginning. There are more things coming, and there are more ideas that should be explored and should be executed in order to provide this access for Afghan talents. And I just want to ask others as well to look for solutions, look for fundings, look for organizations like Ideas Beyond Border, and to get funding and to develop their ideas, and always go after their dreams and achieve their dreams.